some of our people live under extremely difficult conditions. This is a fact that we cannot run away from. Even within my own Langata constituency, I found some of the very poor people. My constituency is the most socially stratified constituency in the country. From the affluence of current Langata, the squalor of the slums of Kibera. I am aware that sometimes people make this a light matter. This is especially when they want to do politics with poverty. But poverty is not a light matter. It's a matter of life and death. Indeed, in Langata, as an illustrative case of the social disparities in our country, I want to use it as an example. Here we have people who worry about their horses and other domestic animals. In other words, these people's concern is whether the horses have been brushed or the dogs and cats have eaten. Then you also have, in the same constituency, people who worry about such basic things as food, clothing and shelter. Indeed, some even worry about things like staying warm in the cold season. Out down there, people wake up in the morning, they're not sure of the breakfast, what they're going to eat for lunch, whether when they come back in the evening they will have their shelter still standing erect or not. They worry about toiletry and sanitation. They live at the lowest level possible of the hierarchy of human needs. There they have what we call the flying toilets. Vulnerable populations need special protection from the extremes of poverty and suffering that comes with it. They need to be uplifted so that they can begin living at a human level. They need support and protection for at least two reasons. First, it is not right that anyone should live in the extreme poverty. In Kenya, the right to human dignity is a constitutional right. Extreme poverty and human dignity do not go together. Government must therefore do its utmost to protect the vulnerable populations. Indeed, African society traditionally gave support to its vulnerable populations. But we lost out on this with the coming of what we now call modern lifestyles. In the traditional African society, the weak, the infirm, and the old were taken care of by society. Children used to look after their grandmothers and grandfathers. But away from helping the very poor, it is also not true that that kind of care is no longer there. People have moved out to the urban areas, leaving the poor, the old, living alone in the rural areas. So these people cannot really fend for themselves. So therefore there's a lot of suffering that is going on out there in our rural areas. Crime also has become very rampant in the rural areas. Crime is a bad thing. However, it is true that societies that reduce the extremes of poverty are less prone to crime. Our Constitution, as I have said, has made the first step. The Bill of Rights, especially Article 43, guarantees economic, social, and cultural rights to all Kenyans. Article 20 binds the state to progressive realization of these rights. It is therefore important that we, as a nation, will put in place policies and programs aimed at giving everybody the opportunity to realize their potential. Income disparities should be consciously and deliberately made narrow. Everyone should have the opportunity, as I keep saying, to generate wealth for himself or herself in a lawful and non-discriminatory manner. Our policies and programs should therefore promote equality of opportunity in education, health, employment, and enterprise.